Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and my name is Sari. You are watching my knitting podcast videos, and we also have Luna here. She's a regular visitor in my podcast. If you are new to my channel, these are my knitting podcast videos. I'm a knitwear designer from Finland, and I've been making these YouTube episodes for almost 3 years now, and I usually show what I have on my needles at the moment, what I've been designing and what I've been knitting, and also sometimes I think about everything that I have on my mind regarding things that are happening in the knitting world and so on. If you have been following my channel for a longer time, you might have noticed that I changed the name. I changed the way that I name my videos. I used to name them, well, in the very beginning, I just had like this running number from 1 onwards. So the first episode that I ever made was Sari Knits episode 1, and after I had been making these videos for 1 year, I decided that I didn't want to keep having this like running number, that soon I would have like Sari Knits episode 219, because I think it's confusing. It's hard to find what you are looking for and hard to know the timeline. So that's why I changed it to Sari Knits Season 2 Episode 1, and then last year was Sari Knits Season 3 and Episode 1 and then onwards. But now I've also there are already so many seasons of my YouTube episodes that I thought even the running number for the seasons is confusing. So if you are new here and you would love to watch what I did last year, so you wouldn't know which one is this year and what is last year and so on. So if you like stumble upon an episode from season 2, you don't know what year that was made in. Of course, you see the upload date, but still, I think it's confusing. So that's why I decided to change the way that I name these videos. So this is now episode 1 from 2021. So this is 2021 episode 1, and the next one will be 2021 episode 2, and so on. And there's another reason why I thought that I would give up the season 1, season 2 name and do it with year instead. That is because when I first started out, I made YouTube episodes both in Finnish, which is my native tongue, and also in English. And last year I got so busy with everything happening that I didn't have time to film the Finnish episode. So it's been a year and a half since I filmed my latest Finnish-speaking episode. And I would really love to bring the Finnish podcast back, because I think everybody speaks a bit differently in their native tongue. The language is more vivacious and so on. So I really want to get back to vlogging in my native tongue as well. So I'm thinking about bringing back the Finnish podcast, but then I ran into the problem of how to name those episodes, because there is now season 3 of the Finnish speaking episodes. So would this new season now be season 3 when the English speaking is season 4, or should they both be season 4 and there just isn't any season 3 of the Finnish speaking podcast. I thought that was so confusing that I decided that it's easier for me to name the episodes with the number, with the year and running number for the episode of that year, so you can easily find what you're looking for. But now I've been talking about just the names of the episodes for the longest time, and what I really wanted to say at the beginning of this video is a huge thank you to all of you who have been watching my videos and buying my patterns and following me on Instagram and supporting me during these past years. It is really because of you guys that it has been possible for me to become an independent designer. And yesterday was the first day in my whole life that I didn't have an employer. I wasn't employed anymore. I'm now self-employed, so I've been having my own company, my own firm for a couple of years now, but it's been my side business. I've been doing it during the evenings and during weekends and during holidays. Every time I have a little spare time that's been used for my own business. And I had other employers all the time until now. But just before Christmas, like I told you in my previous YouTube episode, I decided to quit my job at Novita and become an independent knitwear designer. So that has been a big change for me. First I thought it would be really scary, but when I had made up my mind about this, I felt like this huge weight had been lifted off my shoulders, and I felt like for the first time in such a long time I felt peaceful, and it's been so amazing to finally have the time to concentrate on me and my business, because I have never had that opportunity before. So I've been working for others from 8 to 4 and then trying to live a normal family life with a small kid until he went to bed in the evening, and then I just opened my laptop again and started another work day with my own designs. And like I've been talking quite frankly often on this YouTube channel of mine, it has been really exhausting. So I think there are probably a few of you who can relate to working at least 12 hours every day and tending to a family, and also working every weekend and every holiday, and even when you are sick. But I think it's time for me to take better care of myself now and have a more sustainable business model, because it really isn't sustainable to work as much as I have done during the past few years. But anyway, like I said, none of this would have been possible for me if it wasn't for you guys. So I can't say it enough times, but I'm really super thankful to all of you who have made it possible for me to pursue my dreams. And this really is my dream. It's weird because when I was 18 or even 20, I wanted to pursue an academic career. I actually started to study engineering and physics, technical physics, and I studied that for 2 years before realizing that it's not what I want to do, and then I changed and started to study furniture conservation, which is it was kind of like this midway for me. It has a lot of science. You have to understand paints and lacquers, and there's a lot of chemistry involved, and then it combines history, art history, and then like a lot of applied sciences with just like being able to paint and gild and do woodwork and such things during the day. So it was kind of like this midway for me, and I really enjoyed being a furniture conservator. But as I have become older and more confident in myself, I really know that this is what I want to do. And it's weird because I've been talking about this quite often, but I didn't really learn how to knit as a kid. We were taught that at school here in Finland, and I absolutely hated it. It was horrible. I hated it, and I promised to myself that I will never knit again. And here I am, a full-time knitwear designer who is rarely seen without yarn and needles in her hands. So life can throw you some curveballs. They can be like really amazing, and life can take you to very unexpected directions. You just have to let it take you. And I think I need to say also, I think there are many people who need to hear this, but this hasn't been easy. I think people often mistake, you see a version of somebody on Instagram and you think, okay, that looks easy and I can do that. But you can't see all the hours that have gone into creating the thing that they have. I think people often look at certain designers on Instagram and on Ravelry and see that they have a huge following and assume that the follower base equals the same as the number of customers they have. But let me tell you that that really isn't so. At the moment I have just slightly under 40,000 people following me on Instagram and almost 10,000 people following me here on YouTube. And I hope they would all be my customers. I hope that every time I put out a new pattern that all those 40,000 people would buy my pattern. That really isn't so. It really isn't so. It's not even 10% who buy my patterns. It's close to like 1%. Even not even that always. So I think there is often a misconception with people who think that, okay, it's so easy to write a pattern and then you sell it and there are so many people buying the patterns, but that isn't really the case. And another thing is that this applies to every small business. You start to do something because it's something that you love to do and you want to follow your dreams. And what was I going to say? For example, this knitting business or any like arts and crafts business, you want to follow your heart and you want to pursue your ambitions and your dreams and create something beautiful. And for a while it is that you're allowed to just like create and be inspired. But after a while there becomes a lot of like administrative tasks you have to take care of. Okay, here's Marlon as well. Let's hope he doesn't bother Luna, who is sleeping next to me, because otherwise there will be a cat fight. He's still a bit of a kitty, and he's always bothering Luna, who is older, and Luna doesn't like that, especially when she's resting. So I'm trying to hope that Marlon will be peaceful. But anyway, I was talking about all these other tasks other than knitting or creating or being inspired. So you have to take care of taxes, you have to pay bills, you have to do this, you have to do that. You have a huge pile of emails you have to answer. For example, a lot of my working time goes into answering emails, all kinds of pattern support requests, yarn collaboration ideas, answering to my test knitters, taking care of patterns that are being test knitted, fixing mistakes, and that takes a lot of time. So all that time is always away from creating something new. And lately it's been often so that during the weekend or so, my husband tries to make some time for me to be able to concentrate on my own business for a couple of hours during the day, so that I don't have to do it in the night time. So he takes our son outside to play, and then I start to work, and I have planned, okay, today I'm going to write this and this pattern. And all the time, the couple of hours that I have for myself go into answering emails. So it takes a lot of time. So I'm so happy that now I have a full day, like full working day from 8 to 4 when my son is at the daycare. So I have all that time for me to concentrate on my business, and I don't have to answer those emails and so when I'm tired, and I also have time to write the patterns and so on. But it might look for people who are watching from outside that everything has happened really easily for me and really quickly, and I've grown my follower base really quickly, which I have, that's true. But I think people often fail to see how much work there really has gone into making those things happen behind the scenes. And it has taken me a lot of work, a lot of time. I have put work above everything else in my life for such a long time. And I was reading this book about meaningful work, and there was this quote that really stuck with me. It was this older lady who had decided that she wanted to become a painter in her 50s, and she started to take classes and put all her effort after work, her normal work, into becoming a painter. And she said that if you're not willing to put in the work into becoming the thing that you dream of, then it's not really something you want to be. So if you're not willing to work for it, then that's your intuition telling you that that's not the dream you want to follow. And I think that's something you should listen to, because for me, with this dream and this ambition, I've been working a lot, and oftentimes I've been so tired that I've been like physically hurting. My head has felt like it's exploding, and sometimes I've been so tired that I have wanted to cry, but still I take out the computer in the evening and I work, because this has been something that I really want to pursue, and I put it above everything else in my life, above except my family, sometimes even above my family. So during weekends I have chosen rather to work for a couple of hours than play outside with my son or have family time like normal people do. In my previous video I said that I haven't gone running once since last summer, so I haven't had time to do anything else. I haven't had any other hobby except work, and that's the sacrifice I have been making for the past few years. And today I can say that it has been a sacrifice worth doing, because now I'm at a point that I was able to quit my day job and start my own business, and only concentrate on me and my business from now on. And I'm super grateful to be here, but it's not something that I take for granted, and I think it's good for everybody to realize that it hasn't come easy. It has been the result of hours of not hours, years of work. So I've been working towards this for years, and for the past 2 years I've been working towards it non-stop, and finally I'm at the point that I'm able to do what I want to do, and super grateful for that. At this point I have so many ideas that I want to do, and so many things that I would love to try out. For the past few years there have been so many things that I have planned and dreamt about doing, but then either I haven't had the time to concentrate on those things. For example, I've been meaning to make my own website for the longest time, bring back the blog and have a real portfolio online. And I've had the domain since last May, but I have the title of my website, and I have an Instagram widget on my page, and that's everything I have had time to do since May, because I should have like peace and quiet and time to concentrate on learning how to make websites and make it good and make it like I want it to look like. And other thing are tutorials. I would really want to make some knitting tutorials, but that's also something that takes time, because it's not just that you go there and film something quickly. You have to plan what you are filming. You might have to take more than one take of it, and then you have to edit it and so on. So it does take more time than the 5 minutes that the video lasts. So that's something else that I want to do and concentrate on this following year. There are also a lot of things that I haven't been able to do because I've been working at Novita, and I can't like compete with my employer. I couldn't compete with my employer. That's one of the reasons why I haven't really published any Finnish-speaking material, Finnish-speaking patterns or videos or tutorials, because I thought that they would be competing with my employer. Novita is the biggest young company in Finland. If you haven't been watching my videos earlier, so quickly just say that I used to work there as a knitwear designer for the past 2 years. So that's also something that I haven't been able to do, and there are some yarns that I really want to use, but I haven't been able to use them because they are in competition with my previous employer. But I'm really excited to try some new, not new, but new to me, kind of new to me yarn brands that I haven't been able to use for a few years. But yeah, that's like I said, I have so many things up my sleeve that I can't wait to start working on. But before I can do that, I have a huge pile of pending things. Last autumn was super crazy. I had like the whole COVID situation, working from home, and everything else that has happened. I haven't really had the time or the energy to concentrate on this, my own business, like I wanted to. So like I said, I think in my previous episode, that I have a huge pile of designs that are pending, that I haven't had time to write. For example, the Edgar pullover, the Adelita vest, Deo's mini version of Sawyer pullover, both of Deo's new hats. I have still a lot of work I need to do for Erika and my upcoming book that comes out in next fall, and I have to finish all of that before I can get on with new things, because I'm often the kind of person that when I get excited about something, then I forget everything else, and I only want to concentrate on that. But I think I've been talking about everything for such a long time now that I will cut this video. I will make this into 2 episodes, so if you don't have the time to watch me talk about everything I want to talk about to you today, then you have the opportunity to watch the second part of this episode a bit later, for example tomorrow or some other day, or later today. But anyway, I will put this into 2 videos. So if you want to see some things I have on my needles, and what I'm planning to knit next, then just continue with the next part of this video. Bye.